and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. Last time, we finished up the troubles of Chapter 7. And this time we're starting off by finally getting back around to Grifty and his tales. You can actually look these up online, but for the sake of this Let's Play, we are going to pay the coins. Ages ago, a city flourished here in peace and splendor, but it was destroyed in a single day by a demon from the dark beyond. Historians claim a great calamity befell the city, but nay, 'twas a demon. The city sank below ground, and 1/4 of the old city became the demon's den. This demon put fear into the hearts of all men and sent out minions to take the land. And its den, its palace, grew rich with the treasures stolen from all around the world. For a mere I didn't mean to read that part. In order to increase the already formidable power, the demon created crystal stars to hold the essence of the heavens. One of these stars was placed in each country to exert the demon's influence. One of the castles built to contain these stars still stands near Petal Meadows. The demon built a dungeon near its palace and filled it with terrifying monsters. All those who fell into disfavor were thrown into this dungeon to rot. Yay, and the demon also had 3 dragon pets, Hooktail, Gloomtail, and Bonetail. These dragons flew across the land, spreading fear and sorrow over all. Even now, the mere mention of a dragon is enough to give some the terrors. One day, there came a hero who could vanquish the fell demon. The young Toad from Petal Meadows was strong of arm but shy of voice. All of those around the boy teased him endlessly about the way he spoke. But when the demon cast his fearful gaze across the lands and reached out, the young Toad used his strength and honor to defend his people, and he became a hero to all despite his odd voice. There was a wise Goomba from Bogley Woods, gifted in knowledge of the world. When beasts arose to take the woods, this knowledge helped the people fight them. And this Goomba, who knew the way that every monster would attack, she began to think of a way to banish all monsters from the land. A Koopa who traveled the world alone learned of the darkness covering the land. He went alone wherever evil dwelt and banished it with shell and sheer bravado. The monsters grew to fear the scar-riddled Koopa who thwarted them at every turn. But the brave Koopa was finally taken in a trap set for him by the monsters. But then a Boo who fought with the monsters came and used her magic to free him. The brave Koopa's spirit had melted the heart of the cold Boo lass. The Boo used her powerful magic to learn more about the evil they faced. We cannot destroy the darkness alone, she decided, her face a grim mask. We need the Toad hero of Petal Meadows and the wise Goomba of Bogley Woods. The Boo's magic drew the 4 heroes together to send the demon from the world. And so, the 4 heroes finally set out for the Palace of Shadow. The power of the world-devouring demon was greater than any could imagine. But the wise Goomba soon realized that this was the power of the crystal stars. She thought of a way to take the stars and use them against the demon. She told the other heroes her plan and set it in motion, banishing their fears. The Boo's magic and the Toad's strength created a gap in the demon's defenses. At that moment, the brave Koopa seized the stars and succeeded in badly damaging the demon. But even the brave Koopa's stroke was not enough to end the demon's reign. The wise Goomba thought of another use for the crystal stars in that dire hour. She suggested sealing the demon forever with the crystal stars. All agreed. The heroes matched their strengths with the power of the crystal stars, and they successfully sealed the demon's soul within the deepest part of the palace. Together, they made it so that only all 7 crystal stars could break the seal. The 4 heroes thought they had sealed away the demon and all of its powers, but the demon used a tiny opening before the seal was complete to curse them all. While holding the crystal stars, they'd feel nothing, but when they let them go, a black box would appear to seal their souls within. The 4 heroes traveled the world scattering the stars so the seal would remain, but the last 4 stars each carried the curse, which claimed each hero. The hiding place of many of the crystal stars have now faded into legend, but some say that the wise Goomba hid one in the great tree. At that time, many monsters wandered in the nearby boggly woods. Tiny peonies were always tormented by their fierce appetites, it was said. Pitying them, the Goomba hollowed out the great tree for the peonies to live in. The peonies were so grateful that they swore to protect the crystal star there. Once the Boo heroine had hid her star in a steeple, she was trapped in the nearby town. Some say that the crystal star lies in that steeple still. The Koopa hero went to a southern island to hide his star where none would find it. But the Koopa was so tired from his journey that the pirate Cortez stole it easily. In that very instant, the brave Koopa was trapped in an inescapable chest. But Cortez did not realize the power of the star and lost it among his treasures. The strong Toad held his star and continued his arduous journey, but eventually the miles took their toll upon him and he collapsed. A traveling healer happened by and saved his life, but the Toad knew his fate was to be trapped in the box when the star was gone, so he asked the healer to hide the star in a secret place known to no one. After the demon was sealed within the Palace of Shadow, many refused to come near that place of terror, but as the years passed, entire generations forgot. And the penniless and the immoral began to congregate in this once barren place. This place soon became a populous harbor, the town of Rogueport. And some even began to say that the underground city held a legendary treasure. But they were unaware that the demon slept beneath them still. The heroes knew that the seal might not last forever, and they sought to make the crystal stars available to one who might need them. So before going to their individual dooms, they made a map to all the stars. And to prevent an evil force from misusing this map, they placed it in a box that could only be opened by the pure of heart. And that is all of the tales. Before we actually go down, I wanted to say that I actually did some cooking off screen. I also got some wacka bumps. You can only get 8 total, so I only got 4 to keep wacka alive, save the wackas. Maple Supers should be self-explanatory. The Zest Special, I think was made through a dried shroom and fresh pasta. Healthy Salad is a golden leaf and a turtley leaf. And that's pretty much it. Didn't I have another item I cooked off screen? I guess not. So, this is basically an inventory going into the final area, which we shall cut to now. So I cut out the time to travel to Thousand Door just because we've already made this trek quite a few times. What kept you, Mario? Well, it doesn't matter now. I don't think they're in the vicinity anymore. They must have found another way to get through the door. So, it's all come down to this. Hurry now, Mario. Hold aloft the last crystal star. Look, the door! At long last, the entrance to the Palace of Shadow has been opened. Before Princess Peach falls victim to that fiend, before he takes over the world, we must rescue the princess and stop this cataclysm. Come on, Mario. No time to waste. Into the door we go. And also, just to reiterate, there is an Easter egg. If you wait on the screen for a very long time, it'll actually start playing, I think, the original Mario song. I will not be showing that because I can't hear, because I'll have it set up that way in terms of recording, and thus I can't really show the Easter egg. But just know that this is the last time you can actually go for the Easter egg. So if you're playing along for whatever reason, make sure if you want to hear it, you wait for it on the screen. But without further ado, here we go into the final dungeon, which is very exciting. Ugh, this place is freaky, but we don't have a choice, Mario. We gotta get in there and save Princess Peach before this gets out of hand. Come on, Mario. It's the Palace of Shadow. Just a little bit creepy. The music here is actually really good. I wish I could hear it, to be honest. There's no star pieces, no shining sprites. There are a few items. This is an upgraded version of a swooper. Try to get a spin jump off on it, because that will make things a lot easier for you. These don't hang from the ceiling, oddly enough, so they technically are a little bit easier to defeat. I guess, hypothetically speaking, they're easier to defeat. You can just hit them directly. Swoopulas! 9 HP. As if losing health isn't bad enough, this little creep adds yours to its own. How totally gross. So, as we have seen, spin jumps are very effective on these, because that does exactly 9 damage. So, good little tactic, potentially. Also, I forgot to rearrange badges off screen, so I guess we'll do that now. I'll do this to basically get everything organized. There's actually an upgraded Quake Hammer in the original. I can't remember if there's one in this game. Lucky Start, we aren't really using that much. Flower Saver is actually coming in handy. I think they stack, so actually equipping a second one wouldn't be a bad idea. Spike Shield, I don't think there are actually any spiked enemies for a really long time, so we're actually unequipping that. Zap Tap is good. Peekaboo, we're toweling everything, we don't need Peekaboo. So that leaves 10. So let's have a Power Plus. And wow. Maybe a okay, let's see. Yeah, these just take too long, so that's why I'm not equipping them. And maybe a regular Flower Saver. So yeah. I don't usually go for a lot of the attacking badges, I tend to go more for the status badges, so... I don't know how that was the first strike, I have no idea, that looked like a fluke if I do say so myself. Not that I'm complaining, mind you, but I have no clue how that actually counted as a first strike. Again, I'll take it, but I think that was actually a glitch. So yeah, conserving FP is not the biggest concern, because frankly we'll actually be getting a lot of heal blocks. I would actually recommend not running a whole lot, because you want to hold on to your coins because of that. You kind of need, I think you need 20 coins to use a heal block, so make sure you actually have a decent amount of coins just in case you need to heal. And this is why I have Zap Tap. We will be equipping Zap Tap, unequipping Zap Tap after or before the very last boss, because it doesn't work, so that frees up 3 more BP. So that's handy, I suppose. This is actually a really cool area, because it does kind of it does have that feeling of being like a sunken city. Oh shoot, I actually just saw something even better to do with our points. Let's see, where is it? I know I have it here somewhere. Yeah, quick change got bumped up quite a bit. So actually, if we do this, That's enough for quick change, and let's see what else we can unequip. We don't really need hammer throw because we have spike shield, so there's that, and maybe equip. Let's see. Actually, this isn't too bad. Let's try this. I don't use Pity Flower. I don't remember ever actually unlocking it because of just how much I don't like getting star pieces, but we are actually going to try it this time. These are actually tri-bones. The other ones were dull bones. Slight clarification. So, he has a lot of defense, lots of attack. So be very careful when fighting these guys. Again, they do build friends. But yeah, fire is the best way to defeat them. So that is kind of the reason why I wanted quick change, because we actually have to be switching partners quite a bit if we want to tattle. That's his signature move, I suppose you could call it. Yeah, that's why I equipped Pity Flower. See if that actually works out well for us. Yeah, I guess the key is to just defeat them very fast. If they're like on the ground like that, if you can basically get them all on the ground, then that counts as defeating them. But actually, fire will permanently wipe them out from the battlefield, so keep that in mind. We actually probably won't make much progress in this area in this episode, just because of how long this area is. And ouch, we have a new enemy. The upgraded bullet bills, the bombshell bills, which are very tough. Potentially. 3 HP and 2 defense. So yeah, actually having, wait a minute, 2 defense. So that means I'll do 2 damage. So yeah, having power plus, I can just do a normal jump and take out this guy, even though he has 2 defense. So, something to keep in mind. Okay. This, and just basically it's the same thing as in Keelhawk. You just maneuver your way up to the bullet bills, or the bombshell bills, as the case may be. There we go. It's tedious, I know. And also I don't need to switch in Goombella because I actually have quick change. So I don't waste a turn. Also, Power Plus is a good badge to have here because it actually boosts your attack pretty decently. This, and then, Goombella. I think they have like 8 HP, so they do take a while to defeat. Yeah, 10. It's defense 4, that's pretty tanky. So yeah, Power Plus is your friend in this area. Because, yeah, otherwise this would take forever. Actually, it takes forever even with Power Plus, to be fair. So, we have a shooting star, actually. I think we'll be getting another one at some point, so we might as well just blow it now. Just speed up this fight. You do not get much experience in this area. That is a complaint I do have. You do not get a whole lot of experience for this being the final area. I guess, well, you don't need levels after this, so I guess it makes a little bit of sense. So I guess we'll end off here, because we just fought the sword mini-boss, I suppose you could call it that. I'll go and fight all the enemies we passed up along the way, but next time we will resume in this spot. So thank you for watching, and I hope to join me next time for more Paper Mario: The 1000-Year Door.